Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome back to Where's YouTube channel. And thank you for visiting me tonight for your midweek retreat with me, Miss G, on Gabbing with Gail. Happy Wednesday. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. I have been looking forward to just coming on and chatting and spending time with you all tonight. It's the middle of the week. We made it. We are not where we used to be. So we have made progress. So you know what? Let's give ourselves a hand. We are already successful. We're not where we used to be. We are one day closer to the dreams and the goals that we've set for ourselves. So you deserve that celebration. You don't need a whole crowded room full of people. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate that you have some accomplishments that need to be celebrated. It's small things. So remember that. Celebrate you. Have a celebration, baby. I celebrate myself all the time because if you don't, who will? If not you, who? I'm going to celebrate me, baby, because nobody knows my journey. Nobody knows my journey like me. Nobody knows what I experienced from the time I open my eyes. I get in my car, I drive to work, I deal with traffic, I deal with people, I go to meetings, I have discussions. There's expectations all around us at work and at home and of ourselves. So when you accomplish something, you better take that time to say, you know what? You did that. I'm so proud of you for making that accomplishment. I'm so proud of you for making that phone call that you didn't want to make. I am so proud of you for not laying on your horn in that traffic. I'm so proud of you for not cursing in traffic. I'm so proud of you for revisiting your plan that you had for yourself or your business. Celebrate. It's the little things that can mean so much. So come with me tonight on this journey of finding out why not me? Why not me? Let's talk about it. So I have my notes tonight. I tried my cards. I tried my mini whiteboard, the flashcards. So I'm sticking to my good old notes. Reading from the phone, that is not my thing because I feel like I can't connect with you all if I'm reading and scrolling through the phone. I know it's probably not that much different than the notebook, but damn it, this is what I'm doing, okay? All right. So let's get into this thing talking about why not me. But before I jump into why not me, you know what to do. I want you to come in here, sit down, relax, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to this thing. I want to keep coming back. I want to continue to engage with you and have these candid conversations. We have to have these talks. If you think that you are the only one facing thoughts, circumstances, you are not alone. So come in here and sit down and let's have a talk tonight. It's just us. We family up in here, okay? All right. So, my topic tonight is why not me? Now, first, I want to tell you, I wasn't really feeling like myself. And I was trying to have quiet time, get my energy right so I could just come on here and just be as authentic as possible. And then I was blessed. You have people who know how to tap into your energy, people that have had connections with you or experiences with you, and they always know how to connect to your energy. So while I wasn't quite feeling like myself and I was just trying to get my energy right, out of nowhere came this small miracle of the gift and gesture of music. I received music tonight. I love music. And I received some music tonight, and that music just started the ball rolling for me. And I went from one song to the next song, and I started getting into my groove, and I started connecting with myself. I started connecting with my notes and what I want to talk about tonight. I made some, I made changes because guess what? They're my notes. I can do that. So I just want to tell you all, if you have that person or those people in your life that they always connect with your energy, you are so blessed. You are so blessed to have them. And just take the time to tell them that you love them, say thank you to them, and let them know that they matter in your life, because people give us so many gifts in our travels and our journeys, not just throughout the day, but over a lifetime. So just take the time to say thank you to those very special people and let them know that you love them. Okay. So I'm glad I got my energy right. I'm in the right space to talk about why not me. And this is a conversation that I've had with myself more than once. We will find ourselves having to continue to coach ourselves continuously. It's not a one conversation type thing that you have affirmations. Okay, I'm good. You don't have to go back and revisit encouraging yourself. It doesn't work like that. So I thought about this as an entrepreneur, as a mother, as an employer and employee. You know, when you're working and running your business or businesses, you get to see things from so many different angles and through different lenses. And, my best friend will always tell me, Gail, you have to step out of business owner mode sometimes and look at it from a different lens. And it was hard for me to do that in the beginning, but I took her, she gave me such good advice. So I did that. I did that. And I started reevaluating and not being so hard on myself. And I had to remember, like, if this was anybody else, I would be encouraging them. If this was anybody else, I would be telling them how to be okay with where you are right now. So when I started thinking about the why not me conversation with myself, because we don't always need to talk to other people, we need to spend time with ourselves. Okay. So this was some time that I spent with myself asking, why not me? I had times where I was questioning my business strategies. I was questioning financial decisions. I was just questioning me, period. Like, am I spreading myself too thin? Because y'all know me, I'm tapping into all kind of streams of income, and I'm not gonna stop myself. Because at some point I was like, Gail, you doing too much. You know what? No, I'm not. Because when them checks start coming in the bank, nobody turns down money. Nobody turns down financial freedom. Nobody turns down generational wealth. Okay. So yes, I'm in that bag. Any kind of bag, plastic bag, paper bag, any kind of bag, burlap bag, a paper sack, a knapsack, a backpack. I'm trying to get in the bag, okay? So, anyway, so why not me? You ever find yourself when you see other people celebrating online their accomplishments, um, that they've started doing something, they ventured out, and you automatically get excited for them, and then you automatically start like saying, "Wow," encouraging them, you know, congratulating them. You support without an ask because that's just who you are. And then you realize, hmm, why don't I have that same energy for myself? You do it so unconsciously for other people. So when you get excited about other people's success, you support them, congratulate them, and you encourage them. Ask yourself, how would this look if I had that same energy for myself, for my own dreams? Pour into your cup. I need to pour into my cup. I've had to start doing that. It's hard. I had to reevaluate myself like, yeah, wait. I can't keep pouring out to everybody else. I talked about on one of my other segments about you passing out. You took all this time to bake this cake, bought the ingredients, mixed the cake up, baked the cake, cut the cake perfectly just to hand it out and give it to everybody else, and you don't get a piece. I don't do that anymore. Nope, I don't do that anymore. And people will get uncomfortable. Y'all know this to be true. But when I'm choosing me, when I'm choosing my goals and I see what I see for myself, it does not matter. So the same energy that you have in supporting and congratulating people, coaching them and encouraging them, do that yourself. Make yourself the priority. Celebrate yourself. Coach yourself, encourage yourself, make connecting with the right people a priority, whether it's a mentor, an executive coach, a professional coach, being around other like-minded people, whether they're fellow entrepreneurs or other, if you like designing clothes, be around other clothing designers. If you're an artist, be around other artists and creative people, but make that your priority to sharpen yourself with people who are achieving, people who can tell you exactly and understand exactly where you are in your process because they've already been there and they've already done it. Because one of the hardest things for us to do when we are reinventing ourselves or finally dedicating time to ourselves, to believe in ourselves, one of the hardest things to do is to realize that a lot of things and people are going to change. Especially if you're trying to elevate and take yourself somewhere you have never been. You're not sure how you're going to get there. You're not sure how or what you're going to face, let alone the people around you. But what's the priority? You are. I'm the priority because guess what? I'm doing the work. I have to do the work. I am the priority because I have to get it done. And nothing can stop me because I know where I am. Nobody knows your journey. Nobody knows the thoughts that come to you in the middle of the night. Nobody knows the feelings that you feel when you start journaling and writing things down. When you overcome thoughts, that's a victory. Celebrate that. Celebrate that, I promise you. So, the second thing I want to talk about when we talk about why not me is do not look for validation from people who do not value you, from people who do not value or understand the journey that you're on. Don't look for validation from them. You're not working for them. Either they get it or they don't. Don't spin your wheels and your time trying to convince people that you're worth the effort that you're putting into the journey that you're on. Those aren't the people you need to be talking to. Because again, you need to put yourself in front of the perfect strangers. A stranger will support you, a stranger will give you resources or point you in the direction of resources. Your family not going to make you rich. Your family not going to take you to generational wealth. They're not. They're honestly, they're not. Some of them may support you and some of them won't. And don't worry about why or why not. Keep going. Keep going. Because why not me? So pour into yourself. Push yourself past questioning and doubting. Push past that. Push past that. Because no one spends more time with you than you do. No one spends more time with you than you do. You know more than anyone the challenges that you face. You know more than anybody the thoughts that you have and some of the things that you want to work on and you may not quite know how to get there. These are the things that you need to write down and journal. These are the things that you need to have conversations with yourself about. So, journal your thoughts. Be as raw and as true as you can be with yourself. Write to yourself. Spend time with yourself. Be vulnerable with yourself. Practice celebrating and self affirmations. Practice encouraging yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments. I promise you, we take time to pick ourselves apart about what we didn't do or what we don't have. Turn that thing around. You have to retrain your brain. Your mindset is the biggest tool and it is a game changer. So take everything that you think you don't have, for everything you say you don't have, be thankful something that you do have. For everything that you say you didn't do, think of something that you did do. And I promise you, if you take the time to write down your accomplishments, you will be surprised. And the thing about it is, if somebody asked you, what didn't you get done? What are some of the things that you regret? You'll rattle that thing off the top of your head. But when somebody says, "Tell me about you and your accomplishments," can we speak to that so quickly? A lot of us cannot. And I'm going to tell you, I'm still working on that. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at it. So let's be mindful how we talk about ourselves. Let's be mindful of what we focus on. Focus on your success. Focus on where you're going. See yourself successful. See yourself writing these checks. See yourself standing in front of these crowds of people, if that's your thing. See yourself selling your clothes. See yourself opening your restaurant. Look online at real estate. You have to maneuver in the gift. I promise you, the gift, it will make room for you. Your gifts will make room for you, but it works when you work it. But be careful. You have to remember, do not give things and people emotional space because you need that space to continue to encourage yourself. You need that. So the things that are not fruitful, those things that are negative, push push them out because there's nothing new about that. There's nothing new about doubt, self-doubt, and negative thoughts. There's nothing new, I promise. But you know what is new? That you kept going at your pace. Progress is progress. Remember that. Not perfection, progress. You make progress every day that you decide to keep going, every day that you journal, every day that you do a mental health check in with yourself. That's progress. And you are continuing to keep going and you are getting one step closer. You have to keep going because you never know how close you really truly are. You never know that one somebody that you're going to talk to that's going to tell you something that you need to hear or you need to know. I promise you, I can speak to that myself right now tonight. My life changed in a matter of 3 weeks simply from a conversation. A conversation. Because I happen to be in the right place at the right time. You know why? Because even though I had a rough couple of months, I'll say a month or so, and we all face adversity every day. I kept going. No matter what going on personally, no matter what I was juggling with my businesses, no matter what I had going on at my job, because I still have a job for the time being. But when I tell you, I will be retiring from that job, and that is my motivation. Where I mark my calendar, I mark the day on my calendar that I am going to retire from corporate healthcare. I am excited and I cannot wait for the day because I'm going to remember the day that I promised myself that I was going to do that. So, again, see yourself as successful. Speak these things out loud to yourself because if you don't believe it, who will? Why not you? Why not? Because if you stop, nothing changes. Nothing comes but maybe some resentment and some regret. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, wish I hadda. But what if you keep going and you meet that perfect stranger or that divine intervention comes and some type of overflow just happens to come your way? You will never know if you quit. So make room for these greater things that are promised to you and that are coming to you. Make room. I promise you, let me tell you, I knew one time I might have shared this story before, that I wanted a new car. I didn't need a new car. I just wanted a new car. I cleaned my car out. I was like, I don't know when I'm getting a new car, but whenever it happened, I'm not going to be struggling to get my stuff out this car. I cleaned that car out. I just kept the bare necessities. And my mother, God, mommy, I love you. I miss you so much. I love you. She said, Gail, you don't need a whole lot. You just think you need a lot. Pick out the things that you need in your car and put them in this Ziploc bag. My mother and my Aunt Mary was the Ziploc queens, baby. If you don't have nowhere to put it in a Ziploc. And that's what I did. I put it in a Ziploc bag and I had a box in my trunk. That was it. And I functioned in that knowing that I was going to get a new car. I kept that thought in my mind. I continued to look at vehicles. I didn't pack in any more stuff in that car because I knew I was getting a new car. And I told myself that every day. And when I realized the vehicle that I wanted, I looked at it, I researched it. And you know, once you get fixated on something, you see that car every day, all day long. It's that energy. That's manifestation. I promise you. You have to already function in the gift. It will make room for you, but you have to take all of the old expired stuff that doesn't belong to you anymore. Because remember, everything we put in our bodies has an expiration date. Food has an expiration date. These medications, expiration date. Vitamins, expiration date. So why not set expiration dates for the things in your life that no longer serve you? They are not fruitful, whether it's people or things. You got to clean out at some point. You can't keep holding on to things because that's what you know. If you stick to what you know, you will not grow. You will not see the things that you have never seen. So, what I'm telling you is set an expiration date for the things that no longer serve you. They're no longer meaningful. They don't stretch you or challenge you to grow. If it don't have an expiration date, give it one. Give it one, okay? Revisit these things. I promise you, it will serve you. It will serve you well. Just take the time. And you'll start realizing a lot of things when you take the time to do a few of these steps. And I'm almost done. I'm about to wrap up because I got 5 things I want to tell you about, and I'm on number 4. And number 4 is do not sell yourself short. Make these plans. I just talked to you about living in your purpose, letting your gift make room for you. Start walking in it. You buying a house, start getting some boxes. Do your research. Get your money right. You function in that, what you are getting ready to step into. You understand what I'm saying? Make plans, set goals, speak to the strategy, speak your strategy out loud. Sometimes you have to hear this stuff out loud and take it in and let it become real to you. I'm telling you, when you see it for yourself and you can see it and you can feel that thing, baby, you can't tell me nothing. When I get something up in here and then it stirs up in here, once it's in my spirit and in my soul, it's a done data. It's a wrap because it's already real for me. And it's nothing I can do to stop myself. I will bring that thing to fruition. That's just who I am. I'm telling you, try believing in yourself. I'm not going to get off track. Once you set your goals and speak your strategies out loud to yourself, and you know what, for the entrepreneurs that are on here, have a staff meeting. If it's just you, have a staff meeting with yourself. Yeah, you're the staff. Trust me, I know all about that. I have 2 whiteboards in here. I write my goals down. I write my must do's and deadlines so I can visually see that I come in this office every day and I come in here and I say to myself, I will make progress. I will check at least 2 things off that board tonight. I will check at least 2 things off that board tonight. Now, I might pick 2 of the smallest tasks that's on there, but guess what? I check them off. I check them off. I have to do that. I have to see my progress because I don't want to be spinning my wheels and kicking up dust because I'm not moving. I'm not into that. My time and my energy is so precious. And I want you to see that about yourselves too, how precious you are, how precious your time and your energy is, and how wonderful that your journey can be when you believe in your destination. See yourself. Now, listen, when we have vacation time, PTO, we already see ourselves on the beach. We already see ourselves somewhere at the tiki bar. And we see it every day until we get there, right? Because we living for vacation. Live for your breakthrough. Live for your generational wealth. Live for your peace of mind. If your dream is just to live in peace, take the steps that will get you closer to leading and living a peaceful life. And let me tell you something, peace is precious. Peace is priceless. And you have to do some things that you may not think you had to do to get your peace. But once you get it, you won't want to lose it. I promise you that. You won't want to lose it once you have it. So, what I'm saying to you is for number 4, don't sell yourself short. Believe in yourself. Make progress. Do what needs to be done. Revisit your plan if necessary, because guess what? It is your plan. So get it done. If changes are needed, you change it. Simple as that. So now to number 5. Remember, the sun is still shining during the storm. The film that we look at of life, I'll say, when you Well, nobody does this anymore. Maybe some artists are still doing it. Nobody really does this anymore as far as getting film developed. But remember, you used to have that Kodak 110 camera with the shoom, shoom, shoom at the bottom. It looked like this right here. It looked like this remote. And then you would push the button at the bottom and take a picture. And then some of them had a little flash on it. Ooh, Gail, you dating yourself. It had the little flash on the top. We stayed in Echo Drugs, dropping off them disposable cameras, honey, getting that film developed. But the film had to be developed in a dark room. So darkness is not always bad. If you feel like you're in a challenging time, that you're in a dark place, it's not always a bad moment because in that darkness, you have to trust the process. Understand that this is a learning opportunity and that you're growing and stretching in this time. And as long as you learn something from those moments, it was not in vain. It was not in vain. We don't get to choose how we grow. We just have to continue to grow in it. We have to choose to grow. So grow in that moment. See yourself already successful. Choose to keep going. You've beat the odds because you're still going. Beat the odds when you tell yourself, yes, you can do this. Yes, you will succeed. I'm already successful because anything you accomplish, if it's one goal that you reach today, or if there's a decision that you revisit, or if there's just something you want to change about your life, if you decide to do it, that is progress. That is a celebration. Don't forget to celebrate. Celebrate yourself. You do not need a room full of people. So that was number five, was that the sun is still shining in the storm. It's not like the sun went down in the pocket and the storm came and took over and shut the sun off. No, the sun was shining. Storm clouds came through in front of the sun, but one or two things happened. The winds moved the storm clouds in another direction, or the sun, the heat from the sun shines so bright and so hot that it burned off the storm clouds. Now, me, you already know what I'm going to say I am. I'm going to say I'm the hot sun that burns off the storm clouds. I'm going to say, I'm the hot rays of sun, and I burn off the storm clouds, the clouds of doubt, the clouds of negativity. We can always choose to let that blow past us or burn it off. Either way, give that an expiration date because the thing about that is you are in control. You have the power whether you're going to feed into that or you're going to feed in and pour into yourself. So I encourage you to pour into yourself and ask yourself, why not me? Why not me? Why not you? Choose you. I promise you, you will thank me later. Don't stop because if you stop, you will never know. But if you keep going, you'll get one step closer. What if I had kept going? What if I had just kept going? And then you see other people achieving their dreams. How did they do that? They believed in themselves and they kept going. Not at somebody else's pace, not how somebody else is doing it. You do it the way you know how to do it. It's a plethora of pancake mixes in the grocery store. They still on the shelf and people still buying them. You do it your way. You make your recipe the way you know how to make it. I promise you, it's somebody for every product, everything you can think of. There is an audience for you. For whatever goal you have, you can reach it. It is obtainable. You just have to do the simplest thing that we make so hard on ourselves. You have to choose. You have to choose. And you know what? I hope you choose you. I really do, because you are worth it. Your dreams are worth it. So chase your dreams, and don't just chase your dreams. Run that thing down. Catch it, embrace it. Step in your dreams and live in your dreams. You are absolutely worth it. You can succeed. You will succeed. Why not me? Why not you? Why not? So I'm here to tell you, come back and see me next Wednesday for your midweek retreat. I hope you have a fantastic remainder of the week. Get at me, email me, leave your comments in the comment section. I'm so glad you decided to come spend 36 minutes. Well, this says 36 minutes. Now, will it be 36 minutes by the time I finish editing? Hmm, probably not. But I love being here with you tonight. Thank you for spending this time with me. Listen, I'm so excited about being able to change my life and having the tools to do so, because I'm telling you, a month ago, I had no idea that this opportunity would be in my lap. So I'm very, very excited. And actually, I'm going to get off here and get ready to post my information on Facebook. So the link will be in the description of this video. Thank you all for coming on here with me. And trust me, it's going to be a Oberly takeover. Oberly that. Trust me. I love you. Thank you for coming on to see me tonight, Gabbing with Gail, for your midweek retreat. And I will see you next Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. And remember, you can, you will. See yourself succeeding. Why not you? I love y'all, and I'll see you next week. Have a good night.